You prepare for weeks, maybe months. You know the material inside and out. You practice until it becomes second nature. And then the moment arrives. The presentation, the interview, the performance. Your heart starts racing, your palms sweat, and suddenly everything you knew just disappears, like your mind pulled the plug without warning. You stumble, you freeze, you watch yourself fall apart in real time, fully conscious, completely helpless. Some people never try again after a moment like that. They let it become their story. But others use that moment as a beginning. They learn to move with pressure instead of collapsing under it. So what separates these two people? Why do some of us break when it matters most, while others rise? To understand it, you have to return to a time before pressure meant anything. Think about childhood. You could just play, perfecting a skateboard trick, building Minecraft worlds, shooting free throws until sunset. No expectations, no consequences, no audience, just curiosity and focus. Psychologists call this a flow state, the state where humans perform at their absolute best. Then something changes. Quietly, the stakes rise. Grades begin to matter. Tryouts begin to matter. Money begins to matter. Your future begins to matter. And suddenly, the thing you once did for joy becomes a test of who you are. Most people think pressure comes from high stakes. But the deeper shift is this. Your motivation changes. When you practiced alone as a kid, your motivation was intrinsic. You did it because you wanted to, because getting better felt good. But when someone tells you your future depends on it, your motivation flips. Now it becomes extrinsic. Now you perform to avoid disaster. That shift changes your psychology. Your amygdala starts sounding alarms. Your nervous system prepares for danger. And your prefrontal cortex, the part responsible for memory and fine motor skills, begins to shut down. Your brain is not sabotaging you. It is trying to protect you. It thinks this is survival. This is why the more you care, the more likely you are to choke. It becomes even clearer in what psychologists call the paradox of expertise. The more skilled you are, the easier it is to fall apart. Under stress, you stop trusting your automatic abilities and try to control them consciously. The tennis player who forgets their grip, the speaker who loses their opening line, the musician whose hands suddenly feel foreign. This is paralysis by analysis. Your mind tries to manually operate a system that only works when you get out of its way. So what about the people who perform well under pressure? What are they doing differently? They do not eliminate pressure. They reframe it. There is a concept called amor fati, the love of fate. The belief that obstacles are not interruptions, but part of your path. People who thrive under pressure see the moment not as a threat, but an invitation. Not, I have to succeed, but I get to show what I can do. One mindset activates fear, the other activates challenge. Your physiology reacts differently to each. Psychologist Kelly McGonigal found that people who view stress as enhancing actually perform better. Their bodies still show signs of stress, but in a way similar to excitement rather than fear. Same physical reaction, different story, different outcome. But here is the problem in our world. Pressure used to be occasional. Now it is constant. Everything is measured. Your grades, your productivity, your online presence. Every moment feels like a performance. This creates chronic stress. Your hippocampus shrinks. Your amygdala becomes more reactive. Your nervous system stays in fight or flight mode. Add social media, and now every mistake is public and permanent. Gen Z reports the highest anxiety levels ever recorded, not because they are weak, but because they are performing constantly. There is no off-stage. So how do people succeed in a world where pressure never disappears? They change their relationship with discomfort. Athletes call it getting comfortable being uncomfortable. Michael Jordan leaned into pressure. He did not try to calm down. He understood that the state of pressure and the state of peak performance are almost identical. The only difference is the meaning you attach to the sensation. People who thrive under pressure also separate their identity from their performance. This is the core of a growth mindset. Performance becomes information, not identity. Mindfulness helps too. Pressure lives in the future. Performance lives in the present. Bringing your attention back to the now slows the spiral. But here is the insight most people overlook. The strongest performers are not the most prepared. They are the most exposed. They have failed under pressure before and survived it. Their nervous system learned that embarrassment is not fatal. This is stress inoculation, a psychological vaccine. The more you face pressure voluntarily, the less it controls you. Eventually, the people who thrive under pressure redefine success entirely. Not just winning, not just perfection, but learning, growing, showing up again even when it scares them. So if you have ever frozen in a big moment, if pressure has crushed your confidence, if you have watched yourself break down when it mattered most, you are not weak. You are not broken. You are human. Pressure is not the enemy. Pressure is the cost of caring. The goal is not to escape it. The goal is to learn to stand inside it, to move with it, to let it shape you, not shatter you. Because the true measure of character is not how you perform when everything goes right. It is how you rise after pressure brings you to your knees. That is the psychology of pressure. Not avoiding it, not fearing it, but discovering you are stronger than you ever believed.